to be burst down here as the 4-minute runes are spawning.
You see a little bit of this rotation here. King Jungle's gonna be taking care of his jungle, but there's the payoff because he's walked away.
Definitely worth it here for 23.
Very important too to like start slowing down this bristleback. Although there is a courier. Oh, look at this! It immediately turns around. Sees King Jungle's on his way. Top lane, little bit of pressure being placed here on King RD. He's got the shards, but not going to be able to survive this. As now Costa is forced to run to the safety of his tower. Killed any kills.
That was a nice toss back, but he has the snowball, of course.
Analog's here. Analog's only 5. But he's looking to make this rotation. Yeah, he's going to run right into Q, gives him a kick back over to King RD, but King RD didn't really seem completely ready for that. Snowball coming into play, buying a bit more time. Costa, though, in danger. Oh, my God. Costa ends up dying. So does King RD, because Makoto makes a very good rotation. And it's just going to be an absolute disaster for Vivo Keystars.
Oh, that was not very coordinated there. That dive top just easily being part of what turned out to be 3 kills. He's now very happily working towards, you know, his next item here. We'll see if he goes for mana boots to deal with issues.
He's going after Makoto, and they have the Ink Swell. Not a lot of mana left over here, too, so this is pretty desperate. They need this, but Makoto, it's like he might be able to survive this because in comes a TP from Q, which is going to slow them down. He's ticking down. No, there it is. The final ticks.
Down, though, so tower's going to stay pretty safe.
They've got 3 points in the Nether Blast, though. It's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was buffed a lot recently.
Uh-oh, Analog should crash a little bit off the mark here from King Jungles. He's gonna go use the stun on Makoto, buy them a little bit more time. As you can see, there are rotations coming in. King Jungles, he's trying to figure out, where do I go? What do I do? Can I get a denial on myself? No, neutral keep comes in. Followed up now with the Dawnbreaker, smashing it over onto FCR and Analog. They just ripped them apart. It's a double kill.
Oh boy, and they're now going for the stacks as well.
Oh, that hurts.
I mean, Bristleback dying there and now losing the stacks as well. Bristle in particular is getting hurt by this, and they're kind of bullying the Tusk as well here with the Naga.
He's got no one to save him right now. What can he do? Right underneath the tower with all those people there. There's 4 heroes in the spot lane.
I like the Naga and Pango in tandem as well. That's
Rune top looks like Jab should be able to snap it up or at least protect it for his Pango. This is looking real awkward. The toss back, not quite onto that low ground. TPs are coming out, but they're too late. The aggression from Talon, man, they know they're at the bottom of their group, but they're like, guys, we cannot.
Bristle is the target. So need a Dawn ulti, otherwise it doesn't die.
Typically, it's one of those things where, like, you don't go after a Bristleback early on in the game, but he has not had the... Oh, a little bit off the mark. In comes the Dawnbreaker. They get the suck, the Rolling Thunder. Big Starbreaker, not quite on the mark, but it doesn't matter. Ollie, he's in a good position, and they'll get a kill. So there's, again, 4 heroes in this bottom lane.
It's a little bit out of position.
Yeah, he's got a lot of reach.
Talon or not?
There's the reveal. Hello, King RD. Good shards, but is it going to be enough? It was close, but nope.
Yeah, he's gonna go down, and the full Manta style completed as well for Naga coming out here, and gets a little bit of a top off by the Pugna, gets the mana back. This build as well by Naga going straight into the Manta style. So happy to see it. A lot of Nagas go for, you know, random stuff these days, and I think it's not very worth.
You're a traditionalist is what I'm hearing, Waga.
Yes, in this regard.
Well, there's a kill on Analog, and this is looking like it's going to be a kill on FCR, although, nope, they'll turn back around. They've got the Ink Swell into position. Oh, it cannot get the song off in time as they'll turn back around. They've got their eyes on Ollie. They're sitting a little bit low as the rest of the team is making their way over. Look at Talon. Look at this response. They're not happy that they got that kill.
Oh,
they're looking for King Jungles.
Okay, so they get a really massive kill, but they get punished for it, and the bottom tower is now removed.
We'll start opening over onto Costa. Q nearby. Roll a little bit off the mark. It's a little bit sloppy. There it is. There's that song. It's just a little bit too late for the Phantom. Now King Jungles will end up getting jumped on. Costa, he's had to use his ultimate. He's got the Pierce the Veil, but he's sitting so very low. In fact, it's going to be the Pugna Ward that finishes him off. Ollie doing work this game is now Analog running away. Q and Makoto, that blank, the follow-up, avalanche, swashbuckle, toss back. He's taking a little bit of a bath here in the hot tub. But he's still alive and kicking. Just
And
how
Tusk is
long
running
can
as
they
well,
get
but-
them there for, though, as Jabs finds the opening on the Tusk. Analog still alive, still playing GTA over here, as he's going to try to teleport out, and I think he's going to make it.
Yeah, they finally get out with him, but they go for kills, go for some pickoffs here towards the bottom lane.
It's so hard, too, right? Because you think you have the numbers advantage, but you have to remember that Dawnbreaker can be there in a matter of seconds. King RD reveals himself and just is immediately obliterated. So you're at a very disadvantageous fight now.
Yeah, such a quick...
Get some vision up, because I feel like they're lacking pretty strongly.
They're jumping in mid.
They're going to go for the jump on FCR, and this is looking a little bit better for them now. As Walrus punch over onto Q, but Jabs is here. The Dawnbreaker ulti keeping them alive long enough, as now Analog is forced to run. They got the magnetize. They'll go snap up the regen rune. You can see King RD, he wants to go in, but this Pugna Ward's causing a lot of issues for them.
Between the Pugna Ward and the Naga Illusions, damage from either Earth Spirit or Bristle is massive, since it does work on Quill Spray and the physical damage nukes.
Costa. They immediately find FCR, putting the pressure over onto 23. Dawnbreaker, though, ulti coming in hot. They get the soul bind, though. So they are holding the Pango in place. Can they finish off 23-7? Yeah, they'll finally get it. But now the roll around here, that's not looking good for FCR. He's going to have to run out, because the Pugna continues to just put the damage down. Roll forward, though, coming out from Analog. They're in a good position with Costa being here. Analog's hitting very, very low. Somehow he's still alive. They'll end up losing King RD and King Jungles, but Jabs will fall, as somehow FCR survives this the entire time. Although he sees Ollie. There's the invis.
Gotta be careful, Tanya's blink soon. Running away very wisely, just like...
The illusions.
They gotta get out of this position. This is not the spot to be for KEYD.
No, they drop a ward too, so they have very good vision, as they're gonna find the opening immediately over onto King RD. He's just gone. BKB gets shown now from Analog, as he's gonna try to roll himself a little bit further out of position. And it just feels like they don't want to actually fight. Especially not with King RD. Well, King RD, he buys back, but it's gonna take him a bit to get over here. So
yeah,
FCR shows himself. He's got the Lotus on him too, but he's taking a lot of punishment, because where's the rest of his team? They're not in position. They're not ready for this. They'll end up losing the Bristle. They see Costa over here. The Dawnbreaker ulti coming in hot. Will finish him off, as King Jungles will end up falling. And just a disaster for the side of KEYD here. Absolutely disaster.
They put themselves in such a bad spot to just go.
I find is the Tiny, but they're not going up to the high ground just yet.
It's a pretty good smoke. They might get the Tiny at least.
They find Q. All right, there's the blink showing up into play, and they have the dust. So they should be able to get themselves a kill on the Tiny, which is very much needed, but not going to yield anything.
Yeah, meanwhile, bottom Bristle dancing. He's towing the line
back
here.
from Q. He's tanky, but he's not tanky enough. My goodness. All right, the snowball buy him a little bit more time. And they do mention Makoto together with 23. King RD, though, taking so much damage, as now they'll turn their attention over onto Analog, and everything's just glowing and spying everywhere. But they do get 23, as now Jabs chases after FCR. Need to get a little bit more damage into place, but they'll have it.
And only the medic. I think Tiny could maybe sneak over and steal it.
They see King RD. Goodbye, King RD. He just fought back too. That's a big oof.
That's a Bristle swaps in a smoke just now, so they're looking to put the final blow here. Gonna get everyone in on the smoke.
Oh no, FCR and Costa both getting caught. They do have Pierce the Veil, so if they can get that off in time, perhaps they can turn this. Oh, look at the jump, though, immediately from Makoto, finding Costa. Costa, though, he's got the BKB. So he's going to try to make his way over. Q stuck in the middle of everyone. He's the calling. Q is not looking too great. All right, they'll be able to get the Tiny. Tiny is down, but they've already lost FCR. They've lost themselves King Jungles. And now they're just fighting for survival. They buy back on the Grimstroke as they're chasing all the way into the base. Costa looks like he's going to survive, but Makoto now is going to have to teleport away as this little battery. No, he sticks around. He decides to stay. So he's got to blink his way back, and they still have to deal with FCR. Ollie says, leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with you. As they'll chase after him. 23, he wants this. They've used the Silvers. Lotus is not going to save them. 3 dead on the side of Vivo KEYD. Difficult to get into these fights now. His towers are going down. Rolling Thunder from Makoto. Gonna chase after FCR. Costa giving off a couple of these little clicks here. They're trying to keep this throne alive, but it's really difficult as now. Oh, the jump forward from Jabs! He just kills them. No Muerta available. The chase is on FCR, and that's another death. It is going to be Talon that takes game number 1.
Yeah, Talon in a very controlled manner here after a very strong start, being, I think, 9-1 in kills in an early game where I expected Vivo KEYD stars here. Entirely sold on Night Stalker versus the TB matchup in lane here.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about this top lane because I feel like there's so much pressure on FCR to make that tempo, be aggressive early. And again, this is a very strong lane against them.
Blood grenades, reflection.
It's not looking good for KEYD. There it is. Ollie's off to a great start here with the first blood.
I mean, that's why I expect seeing these two heroes, though. It's very, very tough lane.
Ooh, this is not looking good here for Costa. They use the blood grenade. They need one more hit. Don't quite have it. Q now, it's not looking too good here as they can maybe get the final hit off. They'll turn the tables, but now Costa out of regen. Has to be careful. It's going to need those tangos from King Jungles.
King Jungles is doing what
Analog?
he needs to. Oh my god, Kunkka dying solo to
Look how low Makoto is.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he played aggressive on the Invoker there, but getting a kill on Kunkka, this should not happen. This is a stick over on the Tusk there. Otherwise, he would have died to a Tidebringer. It was really, really close. This guy's still alive.
They're still going. They really want Analog. King RD, he has the arrow available, but there's a tornado. It's too late. He's going to have to hop away as there's 3 heroes in this mid lane. Look at Ollie. He's like, maybe I can get another hit on him. It's more of domination, and it's a little bit scarier. Top lane, they've been chasing after King RD for a while. He's out of those charges for leaps, but we'll find FCR. He'll love to get himself a kill. Good decapify here from Ollie. Q should be able to make it out just in the nick of time. Mirana teleports in. We'll find Ollie off to the side, but maybe not Makoto, who's made his way over. And there it is. There's that another ward we talked about. Hunt is on. It's going to be 7 minutes, that wisdom room. They don't want to give this up, but I don't think they have much of a choice here.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, look at this invasion. Oh my god. And they do their own invasion on the flip side of it here. King Jungle's going to try to go for it. King Jungles will be able to get it. FCR, he's taking so much damage with the meta, with everything. He is absolutely toast. King RD now has to use that leap charge he just got back. And this is looking a bit spooky now for this Mirana. Arrow does connect. Ollie's on the hunt, though, along with 23. Should be able to get that nether blast down. Flavoring around the Rosie, but...
Gonna get a kill on him as well with the Invoker and the Tusk. That was gonna be able to use his Ghost Chip as well and then running back towards mid. Not really getting what he wants from the first move from the mid lane.
Bottom lane, they're making moves over onto Costa with the rotation. Makoto's just dominating. This Invoker, man, he's scary.
Yeah,
Someone who's very, very aggressive. And this time it's just coming out of the mid lane, along with all these other heroes. Luna was coming through the portal. She's thinking about it, but I don't know if you want to teleport over here, Luna. This is very spooky stuff.
And this is definitely a dangerous area to hang out. The Invoker now gonna ghost walk in, try and get vision on who's farming in the area.
Oh, he's gonna see her here. See the empty camps. The chase
You need to be ready with the Kunkka TP quickly here.
Well, what can you do with this Mirana, really? Okay, you land an arrow? Maybe? No, you don't even land the arrow. Now Costa, he's just stuck in the middle of 3 heroes. There's no save for him. Analog's coming in with the boat, but they have that snowball. They'll turn their attention over to King RD. X marks the spot over onto Jess, but there's just no mana left over here on Analog. He hasn't had the time to get the items that he needs to go for these kills, get that damage out. And Q, he's got it built in along with Makoto over here. Just giving the clicks. What can he hope to do? King Jungles joins back in. King RD finishes off Q, but they have the Dawnbreaker, and perhaps this is just a little bit too late coming out from Jabs now, because you've got a Night Stalker and a King Jungles. They're just chasing after him. Can't finish off Analog, and it's a lot of resources devoted to this bottom lane, but they do end up getting some good kills.
Yeah, they get some nice kills, but at the same time, top tower almost already fell to the terror
Look at Makoto. Look at King RD. Oh, no.
Analog gonna go down to that, and King RD just barely gets out. One more of those precious leap charges onto the tower.
I love the way that Makoto's playing this. I love the fact that he's constantly on the hunt, searching for what, you know, using that Ghost Walk to get any information. We'll see the Night Stalker. Does have the Dark Ascension if he wants to try to use it to try to get the skip. Then we'll teleport people over, but look at the damage. A lot of TEs coming in here. The X marks the spot, the boat over onto Makoto. But again, they have these batters. They have ways of saving him, ways of healing him up thanks to this Dawnbreaker. As now King RD, oh, he's stuck in the middle of all of these creeps, and they're not even gonna help him.
Oh boy, the stack. Not again. They got their stack stolen last game. Oh, they're just sitting and watching because the bill is like, no, please, my ancients. But they don't have the boat anymore. They're gonna try and contest it, but a lot of it's falling.
All right, King Jungle's going forward here. They've dropped the tomb here. They've just managed to rip apart Costa. Q will be next to fall. Analog on the run because this metamorphosis, it hurts. Chasing after King Jungle's over here on the side. They need to have the detection. They don't even need it as they have a big nether blast. And now FCR, he's trying to see if he can poke, find anything, but they're still just too healthy. They just don't really have a great selection. Okay, all right, maybe Jazz with the cold snap, they'll turn back around. They've got the Decrepify too. This Night Stalker, he just can't do anything as King RD's fighting with this one illusion and Jabs dropping the hammer will clean him up. Analog just running away. These ancients belong to the side of Talon. 100. He's still looking for Analog. Look at him.
Yeah, he's gonna find him.
He's got the cold snap, he's got the spirit vessel, and now he's got Q, he's got the shards. That's just a dead Kunkka.
Man, this guy is by like 10 in the last 7 minutes, but he's just running around looking for kills, and that's all he needs to do. He knows he has a hard carry in Terrorblade. He knows that he can rely on him, and all these moves are paying off.
Well, that and you've got a Dawnbreaker, right? And like the way that Jabs plays this is he doesn't just kick.
Now Mikoto is swinging in, looking for the Kunkka. Kunkka who has no item yet at 14 minutes.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh no, Analog, EMP. Whew, he's just gone. He's just gone. Even used the boat during that, so now that's not available.
Yeah, I got bursted super fast there before even getting the rump.
At Costa and play the Benny Hill music over it the entire time.
Yeah, he's been just chasing them around, and
always
now Keystars going in with a smoke. They find Ollie. Not gonna go for X-Mark. Oh.
I feel like they're a little scared. All right, we'll land the arrow, so that should be a dead Ollie.
That was a good arrow, at least salvaging what was, again, a little bit of panic there. I feel like finally they get a kill on Ollie, and he gives away 800 gold.
Comes Makoto. Here he comes again. They are in a good position here, so they will land an arrow, but Costa, he's still going to die as Makoto. Oh, beautiful, beautiful tornado.
Snowball,
he's
maybe?
Still alive. Snowball comes into play. They're going to protect. They're going to run him back into everyone, so it will eventually die. But now Jabs, oh, finally, Vivo Keystars getting an opportunity to put some damage down, even though King RD sits very, very low. They'll take care of Q.
That was Terrorblade quickly, just legging it away from that fight. You know, towards the Skadi early, foregoing even the Manta style here. It's just more priority because once you have it, you're pretty much unkillable. Oh
my God, Analog just showed up to his tower. He did not expect to have the door just pushed into his face.
They're gonna
sense it. They're like, they're on their way. Kodo, he gets the vision. Smoke. CR gonna fly over these trees, try to see what he can find.
Oh, he sees them hiding.
Sees them hiding. Can he get anything else, though, out of this
Ollie,
here?
good target.
He's so tiny, just hiding behind the trees. Immediately uses that to Decrepify. Knows he's got to get out of here. Moonlight Shadow's going to get used on top of this. Makoto's on the back line, so they will end up losing Ollie.
Meta is coming off.
Oh, what a nice tornado. Connects over onto 2. In comes Q, finding the opening, plus the Dawnbreaker ulti. FCR is just going to be ripped apart after King RD. The buyback comes out now from the Piranha. They don't allow them to have this. King Jungles, he knows he's just trapped in a corner. He's going to be the next one to fall. They have lost 2, well, 3 technically on the side of Vivo Keystars. They bought back on 1, but this Roche, it doesn't matter that they lost Ollie. They had themselves a Dawnbreaker who's going to be able to heal them back. Moonlight Shadow. But look at Makoto. Makoto has been sicko mode this whole game, just like leering at this Luna the entire time. It is actually so crazy. And like, look at this. They ping it out. Q's on his way. They know that Kostas, he tries to go for the dodge. Doesn't quite manage here with the big hit. And in comes 23. They just kill this Luna. She's got no buyback. They were hoping to grab King RD2, that little bit of a leap. Just enough, but Ollie with that Decrepify.
For KEYD stars.
It's looking
They can't
kinda
just sit around
empty.
and wait for the next meta. They have to go out and make a play.
I just like looking at this Luna's items. Oh boy, yeah, King RD. All right, they're gonna try to use the Eclipse, but again, they have the Agnum Scepter coming out from the Dawnbreaker. So King RD, he's gonna get cut to pieces. They'll find the stun over onto Analog and Costa, and it's a little bit chaotic right now. They do have the Torrent Storm, so they have that going for them. Q sitting quite low, but they'll end up getting killed on FCRQ eventually to pull with these bouncing glaives. Costa left alone. It's a triple kill from Makoto, and Ollie, he wants Analog on top of everything else. Team wipe, they call GG. Talon is back, baby. They are in good form.
Oh boy, Mikoto, what a game by him as well. Just absolutely dominant force. This invoke